Hi everyone, greetings, it's Lisa Kanda and you are here with me with Q&A with Lisa K and we are on Facebook Live. So I'm going to give it a few minutes here as we get started as I'm waiting for some of you to join us. It is Thursday, July 14th and it is 11:30 on the East Coast where I'm broadcasting from. And let me give you a little bit more information about what this live is about because it's my first one and I'm thinking that maybe some of you are not sure of what to expect. So Facebook Live is a great feature and a great possibility for any of you who have businesses in order to help people learn more and more about what you do. So if you're joining me, make sure you shoot a comment in there so I know you're here. I'm seeing some viewers join us, so make sure you jump in and say hello to me in the comments so I know that you're with us. But again, my name is Lisa Kanda, and my company is LK Corporate Advisors. And I'm using Q&A with Lisa K to help the business owners that I work with learn more about social media and answer those questions they may have that they just can't get answered. I work with hundreds of business owners every year on their social media strategies. And what I've discovered in doing this is that there are always questions. There are always one more thing. And you know, Facebook continues to change over and over. All social media changes. I mean, now the big craze is the Pokemon Go. And there's always going to be change in the digital landscape for all of us. So you may have worked with me or another social media person or may learn it on your own, but there's always one more thing. There's always one more change. And we are all struggling to keep up with it, aren't we? So Q&A with Lisa K is really there for you to ask the questions that may come up. Don't sit there by yourself trying to figure it out on your own. You can Google it, of course, but sometimes it helps to have someone who does this all the time. This is what my life is. I'm constantly learning about all the social media strategies out there and the changes that are happening so that I can help you and my clients learn how to do this. So if you're joining us, please shoot me a comment and let me know that you're here. Say hello to me. If you have a question for me, you can also put that into the comments so that I can address them right here. But I do have a few questions that were sent to me ahead of time. So I'm going to address them first. And then, of course, as you're joining me and you have any comments, make sure you jump in and put your comments down. Hi, Pam. So Pam is here. Hello, Pam. And in fact, Pam has one of the first questions. So Pam did submit a question ahead of time. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in and get her question and get her answer for her. And again, as you join me, please make sure you say hello in the comments and also shoot your questions in there for now. All right, let me grab my piece of paper here where all my questions are. And let's get started. So Pam, hi, how are you? Oh, let's see. Okay, Kate. Hello, Kate. Kat says hello too. Hi, Kat. How are you? She's there with you. Hello. Okay, Pam, here's your problem. I get it. I do not have the publish icon when I open the Pages app. I've tried updating the app and still no luck. Okay, well, as we know, it's Facebook. There's always going to be an issue. And you're probably one of the few people I know, Pam, that don't have it yet. I'm so sorry. But there are a few things that you can try to do to rectify this, and I'm going to shoot that out to you. So any of you who are not, do not have their Facebook Live yet on their page, now we're talking about pages, not personal. It rolled out the personal profiles first, then it's rolling out the pages. So here we go. So first thing I'm going to recommend you do in order to get the Facebook Live icon is get your page verified. So you probably may or may not notice this, but if you go onto my page and at the top on my cover image, right by where my company name is, there's a little checkbox. It's a little gray checkbox on mine. On public figures and celebrities, it's a blue checkbox. But the point is that little checkbox means your page has been verified by Facebook. And Facebook rolls out features to verified pages over non-verified pages first. So you need to get your page verified. If it's not, I didn't have time to check your page ahead of time. I apologize, Pam. But if your page is not verified, that's the first thing you need to do. That is in your settings. So you're going to go into your page settings, and there's going to be a place for you to verify your page. Most likely, they're going to give you your phone number for your company. They're going to call you. and you're going to verify it that way. Or you can also submit documentation to verify you are the business. Okay? So that was the first thing. The next thing you can do, if that doesn't work for you, is delete the Pages app completely and re-download the Pages app. Okay? Sometimes it's like rebooting your computer. Get rid of it and start fresh. That may help. I can't guarantee it, but that may help you as well. Okay? And then the other thing you can do is report it to Facebook. I actually, and I belong to some other private groups of folks who do what I do, and they've reported this as well. And they said it helped them when they reported it to Facebook, that they had an issue, and they fixed it. So there is a link that you can send to Facebook that has for feedback. I'm going to put it in the comments when I get off the live for you. So I'll put it in the comments for you. Click on that link and you can actually send a note to Facebook saying, hey, I don't have Facebook Live yet and I want to start using that feature. That may help you. As of right now, those are the only things I can recommend and the only things I've found that may work. So try that now. Let me know how it works out for you. And if not, we'll have to figure out something else. But for sure, definitely try on your... and by the way, one more quick question. I know you don't have it on yours. Does anyone else who admins your page have that? So if you have that, let me know, because if you have more, you should have multiple administrators, as you know, and find out if another administrator can see it, because I've also found that that's been the case every now and then, is that someone who admins a page doesn't have it, but somebody else does. It's a fluke. It's Facebook, right? The bugs are there. So hopefully that answers your question, Pam. Let me know if that's okay, and if you have enough information, if you have a follow-up, post it here in the comments. I'd like to help you out if we can. Hi, Eugene. Hi, Jean. How are you? Nice to see you join us. And Linda's here too. Hi, Linda. So welcome. If you have any questions, make sure you post them in there in the comments as I see you joining us. But we're going to go on to the next question I have, okay? Are we ready? Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Pam. So glad. Hopefully it helps you. Keep me posted, okay? We'll get this fixed for you somehow. Okay, next question came from Tracy. So Tracy asks, I did a live today. So she did a Facebook Live, apparently the day she posted this to me. I guess it was yesterday. Would you recommend boosting it? Okay, boosting is that little button you see on your posts, and or it means you can go into the Facebook Ads Manager and pay for that particular post to get more visibility. So you're going to pay for that ad, all right, rather than just what you get organically from what people see. So she wants to know if she should boost this particular Facebook Live. She has a link below. So in her comments within her Facebook Live, she has a link for a free offer. Okay, so she has something that she's giving away, and she has that in her links to her Facebook Live. Right now, she's really looking to build more followers and more engagement. Okay, so she doesn't really need more likes on her page. You know, likes are a false leading indicator sometimes. You need some likes. You don't need a lot as we think. So we need more engagement and comments and shares and interaction, right? So anyway, she's not quite sure what strategy is the right thing for her. So she wants to build her list and her engagement, not necessarily her likes. Would there be a good reason to pay to have it boosted? Now, this might get a little bit more deep for you, and I'd be happy when we get into the comments, I'll post some examples of this so you can see this a little bit easier. But if you want to boost or promote a post, you need to look at the data. That's what's highly, highly recommended. So first, your strategy is important. Okay, what are you looking to accomplish by boosting this? You know, if you want more people to see it because you just want more reach, that's one thing. But if you're really looking to convert, if you're looking for people to get more active, okay, in your page, you want to get better traction. It's highly recommended by Facebook, believe it or not, by one of the groups I'm in. One of the folks in the groups has a Facebook representative who actually suggested that your posts should get some organic reach first before you boost it. So we may think, well, it's not getting anything. I should put some money behind it, right? And maybe that'll help. Facebook doesn't look at it that way. Facebook wants to see the ad do something on its own first. If it does something on its own first, it's going to help Facebook figure some things out on how to get that post some more reach for you. So the recommendation is to try and get more reach organically first. And that's what Facebook Live can help you do. So some of the strategies in Facebook Live will help you get more in that regard. Okay, so here's some of the things you need to look at when I talk about the data. What are you looking for and what is that? So when you go to a post, you're going to go into your insights. Okay, Tracy, so go to your insights and go to the posts. So on the left-hand side, when you're looking at your insights, there's a whole list of places, look at posts. And then within the posts, you can actually look at the posts and find the post that you're wanting to boost. You're going to click on the actual link for that post, and it's going to reveal a lot more data. All right, it's going to reveal all this information. And in that data, what you're looking for, according to Facebook, if you should boost this or not, is you want to look at the number of people reached, okay, divided, let me reverse that, the number of post clicks divided by number of people reached. So you're going to see the number of people reached, and then you're going to look at how many clicks went through. So not just shares or comments, but actually clicks. When you divide that, Facebook's recommending a 5% conversion. So if you can get 5% conversion organically, then Facebook recommends that you can go ahead and boost that post. And it's not as easy as you think. So this is where your content strategy really, really matters. But clearly, 5% is what you're looking for to boost a post. Now, it's not to say you may want to boost a post for other reasons, but just be very cognizant that we don't want to be putting money out there for the wrong reason, because you can be paying for ads for different reasons, okay? So I just want you to be aware that Facebook recommends that you get a 5% conversion. What you're looking for are the post clicks divided by the number of people reached, okay, for a 5% conversion. And let's see, I think I have a example here because I looked this up for you. I had pulled an example one. An example would be I have a particular post that has 1,333 people reached. And 45 actually clicked. Okay, so you think that's pretty good if you had that kind of a reach and that many clicks. That's still only a 0.3, it's only a 3% conversion. So it's not even 5% with that kind of reach and those kind of clicks. So I know it's a struggle. I know we're always looking, but keep in mind, what are your goals and what are you trying to achieve? It might be that you need to look at a different strategy with your Facebook Live and with other things you're doing. So I hope that answers your question. What kind of posts should you post? Definitely look for getting some organic reach on your own. Oh, and Tracy, thanks. And if it's below 5%, does that mean Facebook Live is a strategy that you won't work for your company? No, that's not it at all. I think, as I'm learning it too, okay, Facebook Live is something that will grow. I think the more you do it, the better it'll get, because you have to grow your audience. I think Facebook Live is definitely the way to go right now when it comes to getting reach. It just takes some time. It takes some time to generate that, and you have to do everything else out there to promote your Facebook Live. I mean, that's the bigger strategy, I think, for me, is it's not just saying I'm doing a live, but it means I have to post it out there on all my other social media. I need to create it as an event within Facebook, because Facebook will look at it a little bit differently. I need to schedule notifications. What I mean by that is other updates. I put an update out about an hour beforehand and another half hour beforehand, because people are so last minute. It's just like when you get a webinar, you sign up for a webinar and you get those updates. They say, hey, your webinar is going to start in 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour. We're getting started now. We have to do more of that. We're in a place where people attention span is forgetful. They may put it in their calendar, they get busy, stuff happens. So it's upon us, if we want to get the people to watch us, to send out notifications and say, hey, would you go ahead and remember that we're here, and join us. And of course, you can always look at the video afterwards, and that's another strategy. How can you repurpose that video over and over again? And that's a whole other question. So if we want to go for that one, let me know. We can go to how do you repurpose your video from live and how do you get more out of it. But I think live is still a very, very relevant way to go, and it's going to build. It takes a little while to build it up. So hang in there, okay? And we can always talk a little bit more if you need to and look at some of your numbers. I'd be happy to help you out. Okay, thanks, Tracy. If you have any more questions, let me know. All right. Let's see, I had one more here, and it looks like we're about halfway through our half hour. So if you have any questions, make sure we continue to ask my questions in here. All right, so Jamie asks, can you explain more what you mean by using a cover image strategy on your Facebook page? Okay, so your cover image is that big image that's right at the top of your page. And what I see with all the business owners that I work with is they don't even realize the potential that has. They maybe throw up a pretty picture or their storefront, and they're not totally utilizing what it's for and what it can be used for. Let me rephrase that. Facebook has taken off any limitation or restrictions on that. There used to be all kinds of restrictions on how you could use that. Doesn't have that anymore. You can use that as one big advertisement, one big promotion for anything you want. So if you have a brick and mortar retail store, you can advertise your sales. If you're like me, where I don't have that, but I absolutely have maybe some downloads or some ebooks or some free things I want to offer you, I can create an image and put it up there and then provide you a link within that image to get it. So the cover image strategy is multi-layered. So let me back up a little bit and tell you what you need to do. So first of all, you want to make sure that you create a cover image that's compelling and has content related to whatever your offer is. Okay? So you're going to need to use a free tool out there. Canva is one of them. I use something called Snagit. There's another one called Pizap, P-I-Z-A-P, that creates Facebook cover images. They resize them correctly. So any of those, and I can throw those links below in the comments if you want, so that you can look at those as an option. But clearly, you need to create this image, or go to Fiverr. Hey, we can get it done for $5 and not have to worry. Go for it. But the point is, make it compelling. Put your offer out there. Each cover image has what's called a call to action, a CTA. It's a button, and that button can direct to anything you want. It can be a download. It can go to sign up if you want them to go to your newsletter. It can be to your phone. They can click on it and they can call you if you want them to book a time with you or come make a reservation. It can go to your email. So there are many places that you can send that call to action. When you click on it, it'll give you a drop down with your choices. So you want to make sure that you designate a call to action that relates to the offer in your cover image. Okay? So that's the first thing. Get a cover image up there. Make sure you include your call to action. The next thing you need to make sure you do is add a description to that cover image. Another thing I see so many of my businesses miss. Every photo or every image that you upload to your Facebook page, whether it's a cover image or just a photo in a post, has a place for a description. Use it. So in your cover image, make sure you add a description. You can reiterate what's in your image, and then you can add more to it and add another link. It's okay. Because what happens when you make that cover image go live, it gets posted in your timeline. So this is another good free advertisement for you, because it's a big picture and all your fans potentially could see this. So we know what the reach is for your fans to seeing your content, but at least it's something more significant, and it gives another boost to your cover image and whatever your offer is, and it's free. So once it goes to your timeline, okay, so everyone can see it, that's where that description is really important, because the description is a part of the cover image. And if you have no description, they're missing that. All right, so that's important to know as well. In addition, you want to possibly pin that cover image to the top. So on every post in your timeline, if you go to the upper right corner with the drop down, there's an option there to pin to top. So what I do when I have an offer or something special or big that I'm promoting, I, in addition to my cover image, pin it to the top. It just gives it more priority, more significance, so people see it. Again, you know it takes 3, 4, 7 times for people to actually see your stuff before they finally go, duh, I wanted that. So even though we're bored and we see it over and over again, don't think they are. They may only see it once or twice before they finally react to it. So you need to look at all the strategies and layer them on top of each other to get the most bang for your buck. Okay? One more thing about the cover image I wanted to let you know is that the cover image we see right now with the profile image that's over in that one corner, that's changing. It's already being rolled out. Not everybody has it yet. I don't yet, but I've seen other pages that do. The cover image is going to be a complete image. The profile image is going to not be covering it anymore. It's going to drop underneath it and be very small. So looking forward, when you create your cover images, you don't have to worry about where your text is and your pictures are and that they're going to get covered up by that profile image anymore. That's going to go away. So keep an eye out, because not everyone has it yet, but keep an eye out on your cover image. When you see that change happen, you know that you can update your cover image and not worry about where the text or images are, okay? So I just want you to know that that's coming with the cover image. Don't know when you'll get it because it's Facebook, and like I said, I don't have it yet, but I know people who do. So that will be coming soon as well. And then the tabs underneath the cover image that maybe put your about, your photos, and whatever else you designate there, because you can customize that, that goes away too. That's actually just going to be on the left side, so that you won't have those tabs underneath the image anymore. It's going to have a much cleaner look for you, okay? So just keep an eye out for that, because that's coming. But by all means, use the cover image. Take advantage of that. It's a huge free advertisement for you, so you might as well do it. Okay. Hi, Gene. He's got a question here. I need my glasses on, so I have to squint over here. When the profile image moves, does the page also drop out of the cover image? The page title? I don't think so, but good question. You know what? I'll have to go look at one of the samples I saw, Gene, and double check on that. I don't remember. But good question. So what Gene's asking, just to explain here, now, right now you see the @ sign with your name and the name of your company on the cover image. What Gene is saying is, will that stay on the cover image or will it drop below? I'm thinking it goes below, Gene, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to look into that for you, okay? And I'll put it in the comments below. I'll find a screenshot of one that I know that's out there already in one of my groups, and share that with you so you can see what it looks like. But great question. Thank you for bringing that up, Gene, because that will make a difference as well, because you still need to account for maybe some of that lettering, even though it's somewhat transparent, to be on top of your image. So we'll keep an eye on that. Terrific. All right. I think that was all the questions that were submitted ahead and, of course, here. If you have any other questions, I'm watching the comments. Thank you, Jean. You're welcome. So my pleasure to help out. If any of you have any questions, I'm going to give it another couple minutes here as I wrap things up. By all means, post them in here. But I'm also watching the time and very cognizant of your time. Don't want to keep you here longer than need be. I will be doing Facebook Q&A live periodically. I'm also doing my Q&A with Lisa Kay in pre-recorded videos. So depending on when questions come in, I will be recording them and putting them on Facebook. They'll be in my playlist within my Facebook video. They're also on my YouTube channel. And as a little hint, when you do video on Facebook and you do live, you always want to add captions. So we're live now. You're not going to see my captions. But you have an opportunity to add them after the fact, because you can edit video after video Facebook Live. Captions are really important. That's a whole other question we can get into. So, oh, Tracy, what do we have here? Maybe the future. Oh, I'd love for info on repurposing Facebook Live. Well, I think that's your question, because I can barely see it. You're going to have to bear with me. I actually put glasses on so I can see, guys. Thank you for bearing with me. Okay. I love future info on repurposing. Okay. Perfect question. And you know what? I'm going to give more research to that, because I can, off the cuff, give you some things. But I think you're right. Maybe we'll do a whole nother video on Facebook Live and how can we repurpose it and get more bang for the buck, because it's clearly going to give more presence in the feed because it's live video according to Facebook. But we all know with the latest algorithm change, Facebook is pushing more to friends and family. But the edge is it's video, so it's a little give and take. It's a little bit of a play, okay? But I think we're going to definitely go into that in a future one, okay? All right, so we've got we got some comments here. Thank you again for your participation. I'm going to wrap things up, so make sure you add questions. If you have more questions, add them into the comments here. I'll review this after as I add some of the information in that I've mentioned in this live, so that you have some backup material, some links, and some other things to look at. You can watch previous versions, as I mentioned. If you go to my playlist in the video tab, I have previous Q&As that I have pre-recorded from questions that have been asked So like I said, you'll get both Facebook Live and pre-recorded in there as I add more. And if you're interested in doing Facebook Live for your business, I do have a free Facebook Live cheat sheet. Some of you do have it already, so thank you for you if you've already downloaded that. I know some of you have already taken advantage of this offer. But if you are interested in doing Facebook Live for your business and need some of these tips, I have a free Facebook Live cheat sheet. And mentioned that cover image before. If you go up to the top of my page, on my cover image, there's a Learn More button, and that will take you directly to my Facebook Live cheat sheet. And you can hopefully get some great tips on how to do your next Facebook Live and add that into your strategy as well. The other thing, oh, thank you, Tracy. It's an awesome cheat sheet. Thank you so much. So Tracy's giving me a quick endorsement right there that she got a lot of it. And Tracy, by the way, is doing some great Facebook Live as well. So that means a lot to me that you have endorsed me, because I know you're doing some great stuff out there too as well, Tracy. So thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. But I'm a constant learner, and I think for me, I'm always going to learn something new, and there's always something that's changing out there. So even though I'm doing this and this is what I do for a living, I am always looking to see what else is out there and to learn something new. So if I can share that with you, even more the better. So if you want to definitely see more of my live broadcasts, you can also subscribe. So hit the subscribe button if you want to get notifications when I go live. That's also a great thing. So that I'll be, of course, prompting you, but clearly you can subscribe to my channel as well. So get your free cheat sheet if you don't have it already. If you're viewing this after the fact, by all means, go up to my cover image and hit that Learn More. I'll also put the link into the comments here. Depending on when you view this, maybe by then I've moved to another offer, and that might not be up there anymore. So thank you again for your time. Thank you for joining me. It was great to have your participation. Thank you, Pam and Tracy and Jean and anyone else who happens to watch this after the fact. I appreciate everything that you do and your participation and really your feedback means everything. So keep adding your questions. I will do everything I can to make sure I answer them either live or in a pre-recorded. Tracy, I got your question. We're going to really dive a little bit deeper into Facebook Live and see what more we can do. So we'll take care of that, okay? Well, thank you, everyone, for joining. It was awesome to be here with you. You have a wonderful rest of your day, and take care.